from the daily burdens and responsibilities, why not seek our campus ministers on air every Tuesday from 2 to 3 in the afternoon? Listen to our counselors from the Loyola School's Campus Ministry Office as they ground our lives in our faith, in our school's spiritual tradition. Campus Ministers on Air. Be guided, be inspired, be blessed. Listen to our Campus Ministers on Air.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan. Sa Vlog Blue Eagle kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede?
Baka naman pwede.
Mga isyung napapanahon ating pag-usapan.
Baka naman pwede.
Gamit ang mga pananaw mula sa iba't ibang kalinangan.
Baka naman pwede.
Mula sa Institute of Philippine Culture, kami inyong samahan, tayo'y maghuntahan. Dito lang sa
Baka naman pwede.
tuwing Huwebes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Keep the Word of God strong in our lives. Keep the spirit of hope and the grace of healing alive every day. Keep the faith. Join us every morning for the celebration of the Holy Eucharist with the Jesuits from the Philippine province. Keep the faith. Daily Mass with the Jesuits streams from Monday to Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning on Radyo Katipunan's Facebook page, YouTube channel, Twitter feed, and other social media partners.
3 o'clock prayer. You died, Jesus, but the source of life flowed out for souls, and the ocean of mercy opened up for the whole world. O fountain of life, immeasurable divine mercy, cover the whole world and empty yourself out upon us. O blood and water, which flowed out from the heart of Jesus as a fountain of mercy for us, I trust in you. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us and the whole world. Amen. Jesus, King of Mercy, we trust in you.
It's time for the music class. Join us for an evening of learning music and appreciating the art behind every hum, tune, and beat. Listen to engaging performances and insights from some of the top and upcoming musicians in the scene today. Tune in every Tuesday evening here on The Music Class. Let the music class begin.
Magbati po mga Katipuneros. This is Cardinal Chito Tagle. Join me every week on The Word Exposed on Air, here on the voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, the Ateneo Campus Radio.
The voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan 87.9.
Calling on all young male professionals. Do you wish to live an extraordinary life? Are you tired of the routine and mundane and long for a dynamic, adventurous, and even dangerous life? Do you wish to make your life count and hope to make an impact long after you're gone? Do you wish to live a life of service to society, to country, and to dear Mother Earth? Then you are the one we are looking for. Consider the Society of Jesus. Join the Church's gallant army and turn your world upside down. Call the Jesuits Vocations Promotions Team 426-6101, local 3406. Once again, 426-6101, local 3406.
Mga Katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields, as we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Oh, Fabio! 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 Ready? 1, 2. Fabio! B! Fabio! A! Inikatima! Inawina! Inikatima! Inawa! Ora! Ora! Orara! Ateneo! Ateneo! Rarara!
Join Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as he delivers to us the preachings of the Sunday's Gospel that's awe-inspiring, yet easy to understand and appreciate. Let us all listen to the Word of God here on The Word Exposed on Air, only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, baby! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, baby! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo! Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan. Sa The Blue Eagle kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista sa loob sa labas ng eskwela. radyo, Katipunero sugod, todo sa kayon, tulong at tulog. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagiging blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup.
Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle. You guys are listening to the Katipunan Roundup. We bring you the ins, outs, and all abouts of the place we call home, Katipunan Avenue. Oh, we slayed that.
We
slayed
really
that.
did. It's the 6th of May in the year 2024. It's the 127th day of the year, and it's currently 3:08. Malapit na mag 3:09 in 10 seconds. Ayan.
I love that. Let's do a countdown. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, my name is Iana.
My name is Aya.
We love that. We love an intro. Today in history, guys, in 2004, that was 20 years ago, the final episode of Friends was aired. The finale of the American sitcom was entitled The Last One and was watched by 52.5 million American viewers.
One of the strongest fandoms I know, actually.
Exactly, and I'm really excited to be looking forward to. That's a lot of excitement. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to talking a little bit about other last ones that we will be having today.
Oh my!
Gas.
What a foreshadowing! Yeah. Anyway,
ominous.
More on that later. Birthdays that happened today are George Clooney's. He is currently 63 now, or tomorrow for their time, I guess.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, for their time. Byun Baekhyun. He's now 32.
Exactly.
Angel Reese is now 22. Gaston Leroux would have been 156, and Sigmund Freud would have been 168. Shout out to Sigmund Freud. Wait lang, nagbabuzz yung phone ko. And shout out to Dylan Pasqua. His birthday is today, and he is 23 years old.
Happy birthday, Dylan.
Happy birthday. I hope masarap ulam mo, and I hope you are celebrating well wherever you are.
Speaking of Dylan and celebrations, we'd love to give some shout outs to people.
Absolutely, yes. Let's shout them out right now.
Of course, another special person in our lives, Maurice Montano. Belated happy birthday, and thank you so much for participating in Bluebird Improv's Seniors Send-Off last Saturday.
Yes, thank you so much. You were truly one of the highlights of that night.
Exactly.
And also shout out sa mga non-grad dyan na they are now the ones struggling with the finals. So you got this. I hope you're surviving.
Good luck, you guys.
Yeah, for real, good luck. You got this. Konting lang. Less than 2 weeks, right? Like,
I believe so.
Diba? Kaya niyan. Chicken lang yan, chicken. And for those who are graduating, much like us, sana okay pa tayo. I'm realizing that it brings more, how do you say? Like, it brings more, existential crisis than it does rest, for me at least.
You know what? I totally get that. It was excitement for a bit, and now it's a more like existentialism.
Exactly, right?
And sentimentality. And now, I think it's really interesting how we're all in different like mindsets right now. I think some people
we really are.
Diba, naghahanda na sila ng CV, portfolio, application. Some people are buying maybe plane tickets for their graduation vacation, for the grad year.
Some people are looking for their grad dresses, their grad suits.
That's so true.
I don't know where to be because we were suddenly like handed time after so many years of not having time, and now you're like,
right?
What now?
Right
what now? It's quite terrifying. Anyway, once again,
Monday morning terror. But yeah,
it's the afternoon, but it feels like the morning. especially for people who kakagising lang, good morning sa inyo, kahit good afternoon na. Once again, you are listening to Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. If you are within Ateneo, you can listen to us on the radio, or if not, you can listen to us online on the online radio zeno.fm/RK879FM. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We are actually live right now. And our YouTube is youtube.com/Radyo Katipunan FM. Ayan. So, who do we have ba today, Yana?
I think we have some people who you guys have never seen or heard on air before. They go by the names Teo, Aya, and Iana.
Oh, sino ba mga yun?
I'm so excited to be listening to them
me too,
this afternoon.
So exciting.
I think they're gonna have some awesome insights, really exciting news. I think we're gonna want to have them on the show every single week. And I don't think nakakasawa naman silang kasama. Exactly. I
So
love them.
so it would be very interesting to hear what they have to say about
stuff,
life,
about
just general
ephemera.
Ephemera. Yun ba yun? Ephemera.
Yes.
Para siyang plant.
I love that.
Ephemera.
We're gonna be growing and talking and nurturing some ephemera in the booth.
In the booth today.
Exactly.
But before that, I guess to preface the conversation that Teo, Iana, and Aya, whoever those people may be, will be having later. Let's talk a little about our time in Ateneo, Miss Iana, because as we said earlier, we are graduating. So,
exactly.
I think this is the perfect time to start reminiscing about
exactly. And there's much to reminisce about. We had 2 years of online classes, which although we didn't have them, of course they were online, we didn't have them on campus. There are scores of memories to draw from. Like, for example, I think everybody has some sort of online class, horror story. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Also wonderful memories, but I think
Syempre.
the horror stories can be pretty entertaining.
Do you have any ba?
I think my one horror story would probably be when I was in class. It was a morning class. I think we were probably even classmates for this. It was a science
I don't
class.
remember.
And then it was like a 9 a.m. class.
Okay.
We had a speaker, and then I had like kind of just rolled
What is
out
it, like
of bed.
first year, second year?
This was probably in second year.
Okay.
I just rolled out of bed. Our work setup at home at the time was my little brother and I, Pio. Shout out to Pio.
Shout out, Pio.
I love you, guy.
Happy belated birthday, literally a month ago.
Exactly. And let me lay down this digital footprint for us right now. But yeah, so my little brother and I, we were seated beside each other.
Okay, I'm imagining.
And then we were both in class, and then so I was kind of drowsy and waiting for the talk to start. And so it had started, and then
I assume naka-off cam ka nito.
Exactly. And I was really out of it. And then my little brother, like, he turns to me and he says, "Do you want to play Russian roulette?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." And so he's like, "Okay." And so we sit back down, and I look to my screen, and the screen says, "The host has muted you." So ever since then, made sure to
triple check.
Exactly.
Triple check the mute button on your Zoom.
Exactly. And
I totally forgot that you told me this story already. And then when you said the punchline, like, oh, of course Pio would say that.
Right.
And of course you were unmuted.
I love that guy.
I love that boy too. I think I hope that this is something he can look back on, and sana gantihan din siya ng younger people in his life one day.
Dang. But yeah.
I think one of my di naman horror story. I think kasi most of it was really just composed of, trying not to fall asleep during class. I know that was the temptation during online class, 'di ba? You have your setup here, and ideally you're at your desk, all prepared with your food, your notes, or like your typing.
Yeah.
Most of us probably just took it on a phone or like your tablet if you had one, next to your bed, loudspeaker, and sleeping. That was mostly my online time, I think.
You know what? And that's okay, Queen. Like, you were listening to your body.
I was listening to my body. I was I was going with my instinct, and the instinct was not to listen to my studies.
And maybe that's how you're able to absorb the material.
Yeah, I think it it injects itself into my dreams.
Exactly. There's like a subliminal element to it.
Exactly. So in a way, it's kind of guided meditation, pero for different genres of meditation, like science, math, Filipino.
Exactly.
I think we had Filipino. Yeah.
Breakthroughs in academic absorption.
Listen to your classes, but not really.
Dang. I think we have to impart maybe some more meaningful.
We should drop knowledge, actual advice. Oh, I just remembered an actual horror story. Hindi siya class. But it was an interview for I think an org. Parang I'm not gonna drop names na lang, pero I was interviewing for an org. Tapos the interview pala is so grueling.
Okay.
I don't know how this would go in real life, pero I was a freshie who was interviewing to get into an org. And yun pala, like their whole board is there.
Oh wow.
And it was terrifying. Yeah. You would imagine that this would be a thing that they would do if you're like interviewing to be part of the board.
Yeah.
No, just a member. So,
dang.
Like everyone was there and I'm like, hi. No one told me that was gonna happen.
Surprise.
And then I had to interview with like every department and
as
all that.
As
a freshman. I guess it was to see where you're most like best suited to be in. So they ask you various questions. And I think it's more terrifying when it's online. Kasi parang who's next, whereas in real life, lahat sila nakaganyan lang. And then you can just like, discuss. Pero, grabe yun, nakakakaba. Like, breakout room after breakout room, and it's just you. Like, that's insane. Like, why do they do that? So I cried after the interview.
We love a good, like, relieving cry after a surprise interview with every single board member of an org.
Thank you.
I hope it was relieving, Miss Aya.
It was it was revealing. It was relieving. And it was I think through the pandemic I discovered that I have call anxiety. So
I see. Discoveries.
Relieving and revealing.
Exactly.
Truly a revelation to us all. I'm working through it though. So
all right, that's awesome. And I think college revealed a lot of it really somebody told me this I think it was pretty recently. Oh no, I think it was in my acting class where struggle in my acting and my theater 101 class. So I think we were talking about playwriting. So we were talking about playwriting in the acting class, in the theater class, and then performance in the acting class. And something that we draw from a lot, whether you're a playwright or a performer, is that struggle really brings out character, which is why
it really does.
It's so important to be able to write good struggle for plays. And something that of course plays are based on is real life, and so yeah, I think college was, if you think about it like a play or a show, it's like there were, of course, we were put through the ringer.
No, we were given good arcs. I like to think about like that.
Like we were certainly challenged.
One way or another, or two ways, or three.
Exactly. Things were certainly revealed.
Revealed for sure. And I think we can talk about it a little later, more with I guess a senior member of this.
Like we're saluting right now.
We are. I hope he sees, but to the oldest member of this round table later.
Wow.
I think marami siyang masasabi about I guess wisdom to impart.
Exactly.
Kasi we are fresh out of the ringer, as you said. He's been out of the ringer for a few years.
I believe so.
I guess.
The well of experience is deep.
It's
almost
deep.
2 years. We have received intel.
In almost 2 years. Ayan.
But yeah, the well is deep.
Old.
The well of wisdom, of knowledge.
Old.
Okay, old. But
it's giving old.
but yeah, and age brings experience,
it
wisdom.
brings wisdom and so much more. Age is beautiful. So, sige na. Without further ado, mamaya siya darating.
Period.
Right after, sorry. Right after this commercial, we will take a short break and we will come back with Teo here and Iana and Aya. So stay tuned for that. Okay.
See you guys in a bit.
See ya. Bye.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup.
Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, baby! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, baby! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo! Are you feeling sore? We can make that better. Tune in to the Ateneo Senior High School's first radio program, SOAR, the Seniors On Air Radio. Don't change that channel yet, because SOAR is ready to put the you in youth. SOAR, Seniors On Air, here on Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday, only here on Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. The voice of the Radyo Katipunan.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup.
You guys are once again listening to Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, Katipunan Roundup. Hi, we're back. And nandito si Teo. Andito si Teo. Pakita mo sa kanila si Teo.
Andito si...
Okay. Andito na si Teo. Hindi ko alam kung nasan yung sound effect ng round of applause.
Wow.
Pero, ayan.
Nasa computer, pero yung ginagamit natin for yeah, so anyways.
Ayan, welcome to...
naman mic ko, no?
Hindi. I-mute kita buong time. Yes. Exactly. Your mic is on.
Here's what I think!
And you're muted.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Absolutely silenced by the people replacing him.
I believe I was censored. Ooh, foreshadowing!
What?
Anyway.
What does that foreshadow? What does that mean?
We'll unpack that later.
Oh, God. Oh, good Lord. Oh, God.
I hit the table even though I tell all the guests, guys, please don't hit the
Oo nga.
And
He would brief the guests specifically for this show to not hit the table, speak closer to the mic. Tapos unang ginawa niya pagpasok.
I feel like Teo is testing us about our ability to clock those things.
You're right.
So
even though I mentioned it first, so you both have failed.
All right.
And mute. This is like the technical challenge if this was a cooking show.
Exactly.
Or Drag Race.
Or Drag Race.
Yeah. There.
We're sewing a dress right
See,
now.
I'm an ally too. Anyway, alright. So I'm gonna let them carry the. I'm gonna let them carry. Let's be the driest guest ever. Just like.
Good Lord! Oh my God! It's the biggest challenge yet. Okay, sige.
A very dry guest. And we actually have had the fortune of having...
Layo-layo pa sa mic ko.
Oh,
I caught that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. That's the thing.
Let's go. I think we've had the great fortune of having very interesting and very game guests on this show.
Actually.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oo. Yeah. I do want to talk to Teo more about that off air. I mean,
That's
the last.
It's just visuals.
Yeah, we're gonna
Exactly.
mime. We're gonna mime.
Exactly. Guys, in the comments, comment what you guys think we're saying.
Be our subtitles.
Exactly.
My God.
Yeah, pero we did have such interesting guests for the past year.
Past couple of months.
Past couple of months. Yeah.
Because like we did stop doing Roundup for a bit, like no 2023. Because we started around March. I remember kasi
did.
like the first episode of Roundup was done in the studio, and yun nga, like it was still new pa. The mga March I think is when we did our first like Roundup na show. And then we did it until around September, and then by that time pretty much the show has turned from like, because originally yun nga, the idea is that it's 1 hour and it's filled with like sort of like updates and guests and interviews and whatnot. At one point it did just drop to 30 minutes and one interview, and which was fine. Like, it was okay, but like I did see the other shows in comparison, they were running 1 hour. And sometimes they'd go overtime. So they had a lot of content. So I was just like, okay, sige. So when we came back around January, Feb this year, it was pretty much a case of like, okay, what I want for Roundup moving forward is that it has to be 1 hour. It has to be 1 hour. It can't go 30 minutes. I want this to be packed. And ayun, so luckily I'm glad na we were able to go 1 hour.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the potential of the show talaga was there. Kahit it was just a bit short. Pero it was going this way, and it's great because now you got yappers.
Yeah. Thank God for that. Yeah, no, the story was like, I guess I'll talk about how these two came in. Well, actually, kasi si Aya and Iana, I call Iana CL, by the way, because I already know another Iana, and
Sino ba yun?
Shout out.
Shout out to
whoever
Iana
you are.
Padilla. Yeah, love you. Anyway, wow, whoa,
And mute. The bit's not going away.
Oh man. Funny enough, like I did have a bit before when we started Roundup, which was like, wait, it's happening today? And then they'd be like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, let's go. And then did it for the first couple of times. And
Did it get old?
yeah, pretty quickly.
Like your
Like me.
knees started.
Like you.
Like,
Oh, my knees can handle it anymore.
oh.
Geriatric.
That's another one. Just talking to students as an alumnus. Just, anyway, I'm just feeling the age. Inside my body. Anyway, so
How did
where
we
was
get
I?
here?
So you guys came in at different times. So for Aya's case, you were here. You started as an intern.
I did.
You did show interest, like you did, because we did meet sa Bluebird, and then
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Bluebird.
Happy show.
Ang daming nilang shoutout. I feel like at this point, I should just like for every 5 shoutouts we do for Bluebird.
Inom ng kape.
No, I'll do it no matter what happens.
That's
No,
true.
for every 5 shoutouts from Bluebird, I'll just say one mean thing.
Okay.
Just one, like
Honestly, fair. Not only do we outnumber non-BBI members every single time we're here, but also we get too much recognition.
Yeah, I
in
shout
this
out
show
you, I shout out you
particularly.
guys way too much. It's not helping that you're the president of the org. So like at this point, I should just like slander the org just to keep things balanced.
You know, okay. I'll consent to it until I can clap back.
Wow!
Dang.
And then
Give me like 2 months. I'm not the president anymore.
Ah, okay. And then tell all interviews.
Exactly. It's gonna be complete slander. With
Absolute.
We'll have a PowerPoint up or something.
Oo, tapos nakalagay, exposing Bluebird Improv.
And then we'll have it on Facebook too, like a thread with what emoji do they use?
Watch out, Dylan Pasqua. This is what you're gonna deal with next year. That's the
you are
incumbent
gonna be the last
president.
president of that organization, and it will be your downfall. So yeah. Anyways, so much digressing happening. It's not helping that I'm neurodivergent, so it's absolutely this is not good. Anyway, all right, let's get back on track. So yeah, you did mention at one point that you were interested in doing radio prod and like come in as a volunteer. Just so happened that at the same time you were also like having your practicum. So you made the decision to apply, and then lo and behold, you got in, and yeah, that's pretty much how you started. And then like you did DJ at one point as part of your like sort of as part of the intern.
Yeah, because I was an ops intern. I was an operations intern, diba?
Yeah,
so you said as my boss at that time, and he's still technically my boss.
Yeah, technically I still am.
Shucks.
So.
Oh shucks. But yeah.
And then Tay reaches over and he's like mutes.
He actually has a button over there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I dislodged it just now. But yeah, that was part of my internship to at least try out DJing once. I believe I did it once.
You did it once, and I made the mistake of making you solo ride immediately.
Yeah, and I was just like a bundle of nerves.
Yes, I could hear
in this
it.
chair.
Now keep in mind, this was the time when we didn't have a solid DJ program at the time. It was basically like the interns were just like whoever was interested in DJing. I just show them the ropes, and then this was when we were using Mix, which compared to the program that we're using now is a lot more complicated. I mean, it's like Adobe programs in that the learning curve is very steep, but once you get past it, like I think you can do anything. But the problem was the learning curve is very steep, and that there was no like you don't have that much time. Like if we need to get you on the air now, so
yeah, exactly.
Radio DJ. So, anyways,
di ba nabutan mo pa yun, Mix?
Yes, exactly. And I remember like shaking in my boots every time I had to use it. Like, whoa, there was like such like a time and like physical element to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, very true. The learning curve was very steep, and it felt very good to be able to get a grasp of it somewhat before we moved to the
the easier
easier one, Radio DJ, which we're using now. So yun. So anyways, yun. So you got in because of that, and then CL in your case, diba, yun nga. So once we had the DJ program, and then it began with the audition call, and then I was surprised that you also applied because you didn't tell me beforehand you were gonna sign up. I just thought you were gonna
They knew each other
it.
prior.
Huh?
You guys knew each other prior.
We knew each other prior because of Guidon.
Guidon.
Yeah, Guidon. I can mispronounce it because I'm an alumnus and I'm not a member of the org, and they can't. What are they gonna do to me?
I'm graduating.
They're very much sticklers for, not gonna lie, like because like when they when you're in the org and like when you're like like an active member, you're a passionate member, you're pretty much you can tell because of how they write Guidon in text. And that is, they will always capitalize it. It's all caps, Guidon. I am no longer, I have moved past that phase, and I just, I'll just be like, capital G, and then Uwidon. And then that's it. And that's it. Anyway, so yeah, we met in Guidon because we had a project, Vant Eats Eggs. And I do not want to go back to that episode because I feel I was very awkward in that,
as was I.
Yeah.
Vant Eats Eggs.
Vantage Eats, which is like
Vantage
you show
Eats.
It was like a cooking show.
Yeah.
So yeah, play the tape, and then like
play the tape, and then
it's
just
us like me beating eggs in like with like a chopstick.
Oh,
I was
literally.
putting a skillet in the oven. Like granted it was a non-stick skillet, so you shouldn't be putting that in the oven, but it was for a period of time that is suitable. It's not unsafe to have it for that long. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so we were like
Guidon has a cooking show?
They
had
a cooking show.
It was
the
you,
most
it was me, and it was Kara.
Shout out to Kara.
Shout out to Kara Angan, former Sangguniang president turned music writer.
Exactly.
She's absolutely like killing it in the game. She's in Billboard. It's amazing. Anyway,
she's like part of like the founding team. I don't know if the term is correct, but
yeah,
I
well, like
mean,
I don't know, one of the well, I won't say founding, but like the pioneer team for Billboard Philippines.
That's insane.
I love seeing her stuff.
It's so crazy. Anyway, so yeah, that's how we met, and then you applied, and then awan ng Diyos. Awan ng Diyos. Amazing. Yeah, you were one of the 12 who got in, and then I had the idea, and it was always something that ran in my head of like, since you two were there, and then like I remember you said specifically that you had a passion for, like features and telling stories. And so I thought, I think it would be a good idea to have you two do Roundup. This show specifically because, for those of you who don't know, what we define Roundup as is a community billboard, which is, this isn't the first one that Arca has had, but the thing with Roundup was that it allows for long interviews since we have the 1 hour time slot. So And what I really like about doing the show is, you know, getting to know the org more, getting to know the event more, and getting to know the people behind it. Because it's very easy to just discount an event and just be like, you know, we could just shout them out and that's it.
Yeah, and be like, this is where you buy tickets, this is when it's happening, that's it, that's a show.
But it's another thing to like learn more about the event, the preparation and whatnot. And one thing that I was really glad about doing the show is that more often than, well, almost always, if not always, the guests were always willing to share their experiences in the preparation or the production of the events, because I understand it's very hectic, and like I get if like they don't want to share. Like I would understand if they came over and be like, oh, we don't want to talk about that.
But it's also nice that you gave them a platform to do that. What's happening to my sound?
Oh, there. Are you
and
good?
almost all interviewees would be so nervous in the control room, you know, like, I'm so nervous to like go on air, you know, and some people, they come in and they're like, wait, I didn't know there was gonna be visuals. I didn't know we were gonna be.
Oh yeah, they don't know. Like I think apparently they don't check.
Katipunan.
They don't check, so they're just like thinking, oh, it's just gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna be just radio. Like nope, we've embraced the teleradyo format, so like get ready to be seen. But ano naman, like I think the thing about this kind of format with of teleradyo is. There isn't the need to dress up that, like to put that much preparation.
Yeah.
I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I think it's keeping in line with the radio narrative of just, you know, dress up in whatever you're comfortable in. Because the point of radio isn't the look, it's to just, you know, at the end of the day, it's always about the talk. It's always about the conversation, which I think is a central aspect of this.
And it's also great that the guests not only like get to promote their events, but also you get to know them.
Yeah,
exactly. And they're always game to talk.
Yeah. And no matter how nervous they were in the control room,
yeah,
you just ask them a question, and it sometimes feels like, now I haven't been able to talk about this, and now I can, and that's great.
Yeah. I think because everyone has that. I think I'll just make an assumption, but I feel like everyone has that innate want to share. Just having that fantasy of like being asked interview questions.
Absolutely.
Like, well, actually, the thing is, like, just imagine you're in a tell-all interview for like 2 hours. But yun, so we give them that platform because, you know, it's because I think to just, yun nga, as I've mentioned before, just mention the event and just treat it like we could just treat it like a media partnership thing. Or we could go deeper and then just learn more about you guys as a whole. And, you know, one of the things I really like about this show is that yun nga, got to hone my skills in like interviewing and researching and whatnot. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun, like learning more about these organizations, the events, all of that.
It felt really nice then to get into that. I think I'm the only non-Jorn person at this table. Pero it was nice to utilize that skill because I know I'm a people person, so at least I can do that here. Ask them about what they do, especially if I do not know a single thing about the event that they're doing. Not that I come in blind, I also do my research. Pero it's nice to be able to, I guess, volley with those people.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so interesting to be able to like have them on the show and then like do like a bit of a deep dive, learn a bit more about you know, whatever event they're hosting, and then to attend the event, you know, or to watch the play that they're in, right? And then like to see them like do their thing. It was like, what? You were like across from me like early this week, and then now like I'm seeing you do your thing.
Yeah.
So
to see them deliver. I think one of my favorites was when I got to watch Tartuffe. Got the interviews in shout out to Sina Yesh, Malia, and Bea. They were here to promote Tartuffe, and you know, got to meet them a bit. And then I got to watch Sina Yesh and Malia do their thing on stage, and it was a lot of fun because it's like, you know, I think one of the great things about this is that you get to meet them. Like one of the things I personally like about Roundup, and like one of the thrusts of Roundup that I personally like. This is just for me personally, was just to like shed a spotlight on the theater scene, like theater prods, and not just the ones made by the orgs, but learning more about like yung mga thesis prods mismo. Because I feel like kasi they have to work hard because they're working at the disadvantage of like, you know, you have to make a Facebook page from scratch, and you have to I mean, granted you get help from the finance department, but at the same time it's like, you know, you have to, it's your own prerogative.
It's a lot of shouldering.
Yeah, it's a lot of shouldering compared to
Oo.
like if you have like an org page that
Yeah.
already has a following. Ayan. Wait, sorry. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to people before we move forward because I did tell people that this was gonna be my final one.
The final roundup.
Oh, we got flagged. Okay, great.
This thing get to shut down.
Amazing.
Those were 3 notes.
the song recognition software is crazy. No, quick shout out to yun nga, the birthday boys watching, Dylan Pasqua. He reacted as well as my parents. Mama, Papa, hello.
Hi, Tita, Tito.
Sina Alex and Lynette Ricaforte. Marco is watching, former intern and also Bluebird guy,
Uy.
theater man, and all around legend in the
Legend. Truly
in the
truly is. Ka-intern ko yan.
Yeah.
Sa
Also,
plastic.
shout out then to a good friend of mine, Julia Santamaria, who's watching. Si Kuya Anthony Perez of RK Sports is also here with us watching. Commented, let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
Absolutely crazy. And
Pinapaalis
then,
na si Teo.
Let's go.
Let's go home. But yeah, ayun. So, where was I? Yun, I think that's one of the fun things about doing Roundup. But then, ayun nga, I guess I'll get into why I'm leaving.
This is Teo's tell-all interview.
We have a PowerPoint.
I feel no joke. Okay, so here's the thing. Right? I'm an alumnus, batch 2022. Shout out.
Old.
Literally, the guinea pig batch. One of the guinea pig batches.
That's true.
Because a lot of the
Diba
batches.
nagtapos kayo online, diba?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Honestly, it was a miracle that we got to do graduation on site. I was ready to accept that we were gonna do graduation online. Like I was ready to accept that. I was like, okay, if it happens, it happens. It's fine. But then awat ng Diyos.
Kinaya.
And then so on site graduation. So I'm grateful for that. Anyway, so I'm an alumnus, and we're featuring all these events from students. And one of the things also that granted we haven't been doing for a while is like an actual roundup where it's like a list of the events happening, because that was one of the core elements when we started doing this. I don't want to digress again on how Roundup started.
You can.
Yeah,
you can. You are literally the founder. Is it?
We love
Isn't that
digressing.
how, exactly?
Actually, okay. So here's the thing. Roundup started. It wasn't actually a show. It was really a promotional segment that we do on air for media partners, and it would be ads. But then Sir Justin had the idea of shout out to our station manager, Sir Justin.
Hi, sir.
He had the idea of what if we do what if we make it into a show where we can feature them, have them on, and then they talk about their events. And then it was like, okay, cool, who can host it? And then he was like, do you want to host? And I was like, what? I was like, huh? Because at the time I was like, do I don't know, I like yapping alone. I was just like, I don't know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hired.
Yeah, absolutely. Monologue master. No, but it was a thing of I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but then I was like, might as well. And then we had our first show, and that whole thing was it was very much I was like, what's going on? Because I didn't know what to do, and our first guests, UP Cap. Shout out to UP Cap. I'm gonna be doing a lot of shout outs later. I want to thank all the guests who were here. When UP Cap came on, they actually arrived in the studio at 3:30. Back then, our original time slot was Wednesday 3:30 to 4:30. They arrived 3:30, and I was supposed to do the roundup first and then interview them. But then it was like, oh, okay, sige, they're here now and they need to go. So it's like, okay, so we have to switch it. And I didn't get to brief them fully and get the build rapport. So it was literally we were right there, interview right there. Thankfully, the interview went well, and got to learn more about them, and so that pretty much moving forward, Roundup became it just got to where it is now. So yun nga, and then at one point kasi it was just me, ako lang yung I would find out, like, Sir Justin and I would discuss, like, who the guests are. And then from there, like, I would just write my script. From there. Like, the program flow from scratch. And I had a hard time. Here's the thing. I had a hard time, like, looking for different events. Because I don't have a pulse on everything happening in Ateneo. And I didn't think it was fair that, like, some events would get more featured than others. By the way, Bluebird Improv, more miss than hit. Anyway. Nah, I'm kidding. Yun. So,
jokes are half meant.
What?
Jokes are half meant.
Oh, well. Are you sure you want to? Yeah, but it was a thing of, what's this? I felt na if I did it just by myself, I couldn't give the show justice to what it was supposed to do, which was to feature events happening
on campus.
On campus. Granted, we also have events happening off campus,
That's
like
true.
like from different universities, and we want to thank them for coming over, making their way here. But it was always a thing of like when it came to featuring events around Ateneo, like it didn't feel right na I wasn't able to get everyone or to be able to see what was going on everywhere. And so to me, Roundup really was supposed to be a show that was, at one point should have student participation. So that's where you guys came in. And thankfully you guys were great. You guys are absolutely amazing at your job.
Yeah.
And then this is the only time I'm gonna be earnest with you guys. After this, no, it's back to
I'll take
back
it.
to bullying.
We're going to be ushered back into our cage.
Yeah.
In the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. But ayun, so that being said, for the longest time it has always been like at one point I do feel the need na I have to need to let go of the show because I'm not gonna be leaving the show entirely. Like it's gonna be like a sort of I can't be as much of in the producer role. Like the role I wanted to take is more of more EP, where it's like EP. No, we're
that's the rest of the 15 minutes of this episode.
Exactly.
Yeah. What is an EP?
Yeah, 15 minutes. Yeah. We started on 305. We can end a bit.
What
but
EP?
yeah, like executive producer. So moving forward, what's gonna happen is pretty much so from my end, it's gonna be more of a producer role where it's like I'll be handling stuff behind the scenes, helping these two out with preparation for the show.
Yeah.
But moving forward, you're gonna be seeing them more. So that's pretty much how that's gonna happen. That's pretty much what's gonna happen. So,
he really is taking on the boss role na talaga.
Yeah. Because I feel like if I keep doing this, I really can't. I could feel my grip on Ateneo events slowly loosening. Because as you grow older, as batches come in and leave, you start to recognize fewer people.
That's true.
Okay.
I'm at the point where the freshies, back when I was a senior, they're now approaching their senior year next year.
Old.
Yeah, legit. And the only connection I have with current undergrads is through the DJ program.
And even then, the two of us are the seniors of that
and
program.
You guys are the seniors. You guys are actually on your way out. So
yeah.
So ayun. So with that, yun nga, I'm gonna give my final whatchamahoos later on. But
whatchamahoos.
Yeah, the final words later. But the thing nga is this show means a lot. This show is I think I can say this show is my baby.
Absolutely.
This show is my child.
This is your doing.
Yeah.
Kasalanan mo to.
This is your fault.
This is my I am responsible for this program.
Absolutely.
God.
Yeah, we're gonna open the show oh, well, you're listening to Katipunan Roundup, the Ricaforte scar on the face of the earth.
Most wanted for crimes against humanity. No, but ayun nga, I don't know, there's a part of me that kind of also wants to like delve into other things, want to focus on other things as well, like like strengthening the DJ program and the news team, which we're still building up, as well as to venture into other types of programming for the show, and to also focus on like what I was originally here to do, which is really to manage the operations. So I feel like with all of that, if I were to continue Roundup, I don't think it would get the So I want to thank you guys a lot for your help in producing this. I also want to give a quick shout out to Father Nono who's watching right now. He says, "Why Roundup? Because Teo is so well rounded." And I can't tell if that's a compliment to my ability or another one of his fat shaming jokes. Anyway.
I think it's time to mute Teo.
No. This is my tell-all. No.
Next up on the slides, Father Nono.
Really,
the roast of.
I will. No, I'll mention him later on. But like I want to thank him also because he's passionate about the station, and I'm also passionate about the station, and I think like he's great to work with, and like when I have these ideas, he's always very supportive of it. So I want to thank him. I'll thank him again later during my final whatnots. But yeah. Time check is now 3:53 in the afternoon. 7 minutes to
4 p.m.
Ayun. So yeah. I wanted to ask you guys like pretty much what do you guys hope to do in Roundup moving forward?
In our time.
In your time. Because starting next week, it's going to be them. There's going to be some, really the only change is like it's going to be them. And we're finally going to be starting doing pub mats for the shows. Anyway, so for the longest time, the show hasn't been promoted.
Patapos na yung taon.
Patapos na nga yung taon. But I always wanted to have pub mats for the show.
That's really exciting, actually. I would love
moving forward, we're gonna be doing like a promotion of material. So, yay! Ayan, so anyways, for you guys, what do you guys want?
O ikaw ba, Iana? Kasi I can go later.
Ooh, I think I'd love to continue having like a multiplicity of the events that we feature and a diversity in the events that we feature. They don't have to even be actual events. I mean, previously on the show we've had book authors, we've had actors from different plays being staged by different groups on campus.
So really anything that needs announcing,
right?
And like public eye,
right? And I think it also this is like more of I would call it an ulterior motive, but like a personal thing of being able to learn
my modus.
Nagdanakaw sa kaban ng bayan. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I think it also helps me appreciate better the diversity of activities that we have on campus, the overflowing amounts of talent.
Yeah.
Right? And how different people collaborate on different kinds of events. So yes, I think I'd love to continue having that diversity.
Yeah. I would also like to do that. That's it.
Well, stole my answer. All right.
That's why I wanted to go second. No, but I do want to continue to do that. The highlight talaga for me sa show na to are the interviewees, because I like getting to know them as people who worked on the things that they're advertising.
Yeah.
And it's like grabe naman yung humanizing, pero parang ganun na nga. Kasi
no, I mean, you have to have that like sort of the human element.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You could see them as just organizers or just an org or whatnot, but you have to understand there's a lot of people who put so much into it.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, and sometimes you don't hear about it, and this is a perfect opportunity, especially kahit hindi yun nga, you said so yourself, not just orgs, yung mga thesis you can also bring to light that. And I really enjoy when it's non-Ateneo interviewees, actually. Because it's fresh.
Yeah.
Like, we are already aware of the events that happen here. Kasi some of them are annual. Which is nice, kasi it's always different. Pero at the same time, when we get interviewees from other schools, kahit hindi nga yung mga university it's really refreshing kasi you're like, oh, they have these things and we're allowed to go there? That's pretty cool.
Actually, yeah.
Diba?
I think it's one of the fun things about it.
Yeah, so I would love to do a little bit more of those interviews particularly kasi it's really nice to also meet like new people, you know?
Yeah.
In other words, sawa na ako sa Ateneans. Joke lang.
Wow!
Joke lang. I'm allowed to say that. I'm still one.
No, it's okay. I mean, I could say the same thing.
That's true. You're an alumnus. Pero, yeah, it's just nice to see the community, both the Atenean community and outside.
Yeah, and then the outside.
Yeah, kahit nga wala sila sa Katipunan. This is Katipunan Roundup.
Yeah, we have people from like Santa Mesa, Antipolo, that kind
Marikina.
of thing. It's crazy. Marikina is crazy.
Yeah. Diba?
Pero yun nga. Sorry, I just wanted to mention kasi you did mention like sort of like seeing the people behind it. I did notice that every time because every time at the end of the interview, I always ask them to like if they want to shout outs. Originally, I expected na sort of they just shout out their like friends and family, but they always shout out their teammates, their org mates.
Yung mga hindi makapunta sa
Yung mga hindi makapunta, and I think it does say a lot na yun nga, like they do, like when they come on, I do know that they have that responsibility that they're representing people. So it's always nice to like that they're they share that because they know that behind that success of the event, so many people working hard.
Yeah, exactly, and maybe the reason why they're even so eager to go on the show and talk about it is because it is a product of their effort and the love and the care and
deserves credit.
Exactly.
And, to be seen.
Right. And now they're like ready to share it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to do more of that talaga. Despite, paalis na nga rin kami sa Ateneo. So, baka yung grasp din namin mag-loosen.
It's gonna loosen for sure.
Before
for sure.
our grasp becomes like that.
Yeah, but don't worry. We'll try to keep you updated on what we can.
We'll do what we can, yeah. So, alright. So, in around 20 seconds... in around 40 seconds,
40
my
seconds.
bad. It'll be 4 in the afternoon. So, we'll take a short break. Actually, I'll head back to the control room.
and then we'll
take a short break. And then I'll come back here. I'll give my final goodbyes. And
it's Teo's last segment for real.
It's my last segment for real. Yeah. So, alright, I'll see you guys in a bit.
Alright.
Anyways, see ya. Kayo nang bahala to
Yes, sir.
to break.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you so much, Teo. We will see him again soon. But for now, it is 5 seconds to 4, and we will cut to commercial for a little bit. So see you guys later, and see you, Teo, later. Bye.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup.
Calling on all young male professionals. Do you wish to live an extraordinary life? Are you tired of the routine and mundane and long for a dynamic, adventurous, and even dangerous life? Do you wish to make your life count and hope to make an impact long after you're gone? Do you wish to live a life of service to society, to country, and to dear Mother Earth? Then you are the one we are looking for. Consider the Society of Jesus. Join the Church's gallant army and turn your world upside down. Call the Jesuits Vocations Promotions Team 426-6101, local 3406. Once again, 426-6101, local 3406.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup.
Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Welcome back to the Katipunan Roundup. We're just about to say our goodbyes, and it's time for me to say goodbye as well. We started the show around last year, as I've mentioned earlier, and I've had a lot of fun doing this. I just want to say thanks to all of the orgs, all of the events, all of our guests who got to join in on the Roundup. So I want to thank you guys so much. I want to do some last shout-outs as well, because people are watching right now. Our station manager, Sir Justin, who commented on my share, talentado yan. Talentado. Thank you. Also shout out to Sir Lester from the Jesuit Music Ministry, si Kuya June from Jazzcom Admin, si Nick Gapuz from Lions, she was one of our guests before, and to one of my good friends, Jazzy Reyes. Hello, Jazzy. I do want to legitimately really thank you guys so much for this. Yun. I'm not really one for, I don't know, I'm not really good at sentimental words when they're improvised or when they're, in the moment. So, ayun. Sige, some last reminders. We'll be having Soar in 27 minutes. It's the last episode of the season. So there's another finale happening. And at 6, Lundigin Mo Bebe will have its Labor Day special as they talk about everything all about labor and for workers. So do tune in here at 87.9 FM and at zeno.fm/RK879FM. As well as those of you for following. Thank you so much for following also. For those of you who are following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Radyo Katipunan and at youtube.com/Radyo Katipunan FM. The time now is 4:03. In 10 seconds, it'll be 4:04 p.m. I feel like I'm prolonging this, but yeah, for the past year, I've had a lot of fun doing this. Granted, I do get nervous, but it's fine. I'm always caffeinated and a little bit nervous, which is how I like to do my shows. But yeah, it's always fun to get to meet the guests. And one of the things I do want to note in particular is that every time they come over and then we try to have a preliminary, get to talk, get to know them a bit more. One of the things I do ask them is, are you guys nervous? And when they answer yes, I do try to calm their spirits. Hopefully it works. Calm their spirits by saying, it's okay, us too. So, yun, share ko lang. Anyway, but yeah, moving forward, guys, the roundup will continue. I'll be behind the scenes over control, but you guys will be seeing more of Aya and Iana for the next couple of weeks as they bring you the ins, outs, and all abouts of the place we call home, Katipunan Avenue. Yeah, I'm very grateful for this show and for the opportunities that it has brought to me. And I wanted to give a special shout out then to sina Aya and Iana, the INCL, for all the help that they've given. Yun, so when they come on the air, give them a lot of love, give them a lot of respect, But yeah, hopefully I get to see you guys soon. The meantime, yun nga, I'll just be the only thing I'll be having for me is the throwback, which is every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. It's a DJ slot, so it's only going to be on 87.9 FM and on Zeno. Yun. The second one. Sorry, I'm getting called from control. CBB. Excuse me. But apart from that, yeah, I'm very glad. I'm very grateful of for this. And I think that's one of the things that I personally I don't know if the word is a stickler for. But one of the things I find very important is to have gratitude. And in the past year and a few months, the last couple of episodes, I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to, get to broadcast to all of you, get to, talk to all of these guests. It's a lot of fun. Every interview to me is very special because, get to learn more about them and get to connect. And I think that's one of the things that is important about this station is, making connection through conversation and community building. So, ayan. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
If you guys would like to promote your event, do email us at rk879.marketing@gmail.com. And if you guys... what else is there? Yeah. If you guys want to keep tuning in, 87.9 FM on your radio if you're around Ateneo, and at zeno.fm/rk879fm everywhere. So I'll see you guys when I see you. And thank you guys so much for watching. To those of you who have been tuning in, even though we don't promote. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for listening, for everything. And ayun. Do I have any other people to shout out right now? Yun. Oh, shout out to Marie. Marie is watching us also, so thank you. Yeah, I'm getting word from Control. Yeah, love you guys. And yeah, so if you guys one last, yeah, I think this should make one last insult. Yeah, sure. By the way, guys, for those who don't know, yeah, we have a Control screen there, and that's how I'm able to talk to them. One last BBI insult. Are you sure you want me to? Are you sure you want me to end with that? A tame one. Okay. Bluebird Improv. More merch variety. Shirts, please. Thank you. All right. So, in a few moments, I will be leaving in a bit because the seniors are already there. So yeah, they're just gonna come in to to prep a bit. And yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. The roundup's not going anywhere, but I am. I'm going somewhere. So I'm Ricaforte. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you want the lowdown, keep it there on the roundup. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you and goodbye.
This is the Katipunan Roundup.
The voice of the Blue Eagle. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng buwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog, lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil, blue and white, one